tell me your name and occupation?
My name is Caitlin Varney, and I just got hired as a mild to moderate special day class teacher in Upland Unified School District.
And what grades do you teach?
I'll be teaching second and third.
And are you currently in school as well, or have you completed all of your courses?
I am still attending Azusa Pacific. I am working on my master's in digital teaching and learning, and I am actually still finishing my credential course by interning.
And you're talking about digital teaching and learning. Can you give me a description of what type of assignments you guys are doing? Can you tell me a little bit about how that will integrate into your classroom?
For the digital teaching and learning masters, we've been working with a lot of video, and it's just ways to incorporate technology in your classroom. So incorporating the videos, which would interest the students. You could record the students doing fun activities. And then we've been using different apps and websites, which would also bring out the needs of the different types of learners. I would implement technology in my classroom through definitely the use of apps, whether that be on iPads or the one-to-one Chromebooks in my classroom. I want my students to see that apps can be used for things other than fun. It's a fun way of learning.
Do you have a preference, iPad or Chromebook, when it comes to using them for educational purposes?
I prefer to use the Chromebook for education just because a lot of my students have an iPad at home that they use just for fun. So if they see an iPad in the classroom, they automatically think that they get to play games or mess around on it.
In your opinion, it's easier to differentiate work and fun time by using different devices.
Okay. I believe it is easier to differentiate on different devices, especially since a lot of my students aren't used to the Chromebook. They had never seen it except for in the classroom environment.
And have these students been exposed to computers as well?
The students are exposed to computers. They do go to computer lab, and there's a lot of students who use technology at home. They go on different websites with parent permission, use the computer. They get most of the students get screen time every night.
Now your classroom has the one-to-one Chromebooks. Do you have any additional technology resources in your classroom? Do you have computers? Do you have smartboard technology? What else do you have?
Other than the Chromebooks in my classroom, I have a smartboard technology, so the students, if I write on the Elmo, students can get up and interact with the smartboard. They can push, which is good for the kinesthetic type of learners. They're up out of their chairs. And I also have 2 iPads, which I have brought from home. I bring them home with me every night, but I do bring them sort of as like a supplemental instruction into the classroom.
And how would you supplement the instruction using the iPads?
I plan on using the iPads for centers, so like if we're away from the smartboard where they cannot see the use of video, I can show them a video, like an instructional video on the iPad. There is also going to be a center where it's supplemental instruction which is ran by my classroom aide, and she's going to use an iPad to interact with the students. That could be through an app, or if the students are having a good day, there are certain math games that I will allow them to play on the iPad.
And do you have any favorite applications on either the Chromebook, your iPad, or any other device that you're excited to use in your classroom this year?
My favorite app, and the students actually enjoy it too, is Classroom Dojo, which is a classroom management app. Each student has their own character on this app. They get to receive points for doing something well in the classroom, and it's also a way to communicate with the parents. It's like a text message that you can send to a parent, just letting them know how a student's day was, or a parent can just log in and check their students' points. I believe that it's important to contact parents for good and for the bad. If you only contact a parent for the bad behaviors of the classroom, they'll think that that's all that you're noticing of their student. I want parents to realize that I do see the good. So if a student in my classroom is having an exceptional day, I want their parents to know that. And then if they're having a not so great day, I want the parents to know that as well. But I do believe it's very important for a parent to see and know that I see both behaviors in the classroom.
Now, starting as a new teacher, there's got to be some things that make you nervous. Can you tell us one thing that makes you really nervous about your first year of teaching?
I am really nervous about the IEPs. I am nervous about them because just how I find them extremely intimidating. They're legal documents. I am in charge of running meetings. I have to be extremely knowledgeable when I walk into these meetings. I'm in charge of writing the goals. I'm in charge of making sure that the students achieve these goals.
And if there's one thing that you're extremely hopeful for, what gives you the most hope of your first year of teaching?
I have high hopes for my students. I know what they are capable of. I know that together we can achieve their IEP goals. I know that we can make progress. And I know that they will be ready for 4th and 3rd grade next year.